All right, welcome back to the Copywriters Podcast with your host, the world's greatest copywriting coach, David Garfinkel. David, how are you doing today?
Nathan, I'm good. How are you?
I am fantastic, and I can see, and the viewers at home can see as well if they're watching the video version of the podcast, that we have a special guest lined up for this week's episode. So I'm going to shut my mouth and I'm going to let you two take over.
Okay, so before I formally introduce our great guest, Jason Strachan, let me give you a little context. All right, so how would you like to double your conversions that you're getting now after prospects opt in for a lead magnet? I mean, who wouldn't like that, right? Now, one thing that keeps us as direct marketers from reaching new heights is our ingrown conservatism, which is normally a good thing. When something works, we stick to it. We test a little, but we basically stay within the same framework. Other people in marketing and advertising often seem to compete to see how much money they can waste by being creative and just trying out whatever comes to the mind in the moment. Meanwhile, as direct marketers, we see our job as making money for our clients. So we tend to stay focused on what has proven to work in the past. And most of the time, it's a good idea. But sometimes sticking too narrowly to the tried and true can box us in. We have to balance our data driven decisions with breakthrough innovations that could still conceivably work within the bounds of direct marketing. Okay, enter Jason Strachan. He's our returning champion today. You might remember him from his 10 magic words a few weeks ago. Jason is a bold copywriter and marketer who's willing to jump out of the box to try something new and see if it works better. Of course, he's not the only person in our business who takes these kind of risks, but he is one of the very few I've talked to who's taken a controversial yet proven new idea and adapted the idea and then gotten outstanding results. Just as I have always gotten outstanding results with this. Copy is powerful. You're responsible for how you use what you hear on this podcast. Most of the time, common sense is all you need. But if you make extreme claims and or if you're writing copy for offers in highly regulated industries like health and finance and business opportunity, you may want to get a legal review after you write and before you start using your copy. My larger clients do this all the time. So Jason didn't try something entirely out of the blue. He did use a proven concept. The difference is the concept Jason was about to try, and I'll let him talk most of the time, but I just want to give you this background. The concept he was about to try has been used in a different context, and some very experienced people doubted the concept would work the way Jason wanted to use it. But Jason stuck with it, and it worked big time. For his promotion so far, his adaptation of the idea led to a 40% conversion rate on an upsell. And more important for today's show, he more than doubled the conversion of an opt-in from a lead magnet after the opt-in from a lead magnet compared to what it was getting using the conventional method. Now, before we get into Jason's innovation, let's talk about what selling after an opt-in for a lead magnet usually looks like, what the normal way is. Let's set the baseline. In fact, before we talk about your results, Jason, well, first of all, welcome back. Thanks for being here. And
Thank you for inviting me on.
sure.
It's always a pleasure.
Yes, thanks. And could you first describe the lead magnet and opt-in the way it's usually done for the small percentage of subscribers who don't know what those things are?
Sure. So normally the marketer will take an approach where they'll, for example, I saw an example the other day where a company was had some software that would help people create video sales letters. So they were using an opt-in called a perfect VSL script. Okay. And then what they were doing is they were offering people a chance to click to opt in with their email address to get this perfect VSL script. And then what their real intention was is to get people to raise their hands who are interested in that, and then try and sell them something related to that item that they opted in for. So that's the standard practice that people do, to just to cover the bases there so everyone knows if we're all on the same page or whatnot.
So they'll just give them a little piece of what they want to sell them eventually, and then they'll start to use features and benefits and the regular kind of direct response copywriting to sell them what they really want to sell them in the first place. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's right. They'll just take an angle. So, for example, in this video, VSL software example, they'll just sell them, get them swapped in for a script, and what they really want to do is sell them into the software. So just got opted them into that, and then as soon as they've opted in for it, on the next page, it's like a pitch for their latest and greatest software they've got.
Okay, now that works. People have been doing it for a long time. I mean, even before the internet, there was the old two-step ad in direct mail or magazine mail order. But you found something different from Jay
Diebold. Yeah.
And could you
Yeah.
tell us about this approach, how you found it, and what the approach is?
The approach was crazy. I'm in a high ticket mastermind, and he was doing a presentation, and he owns this off really massively successful offer called Credit Secrets. It's got like Larry King as a spokesperson, RIP to Larry King, who's passed away now, and very successful offer. And he created this formula for the upsells and makes it add on to like $20, $30, $40 per sale. Like, it's crazy, right? And it's totally.
And so
totally
he was making $40 per sale on a mass market product.
Yeah, big mass market, huge market, yeah. So it's obviously very, very impressive and a lot of money being made of it. And his approach is totally different because, like, in normal upsells, like if you just someone buy the product and on the next page it's, thank you for your order. By the way, we've also got this great other thing, and you kind of go straight into whatever else you've got to sell them, some kind of upgrade or whatever it is. And Jay's approach was totally different. It was like, first of all, slow down everything. Okay, before you even get into any picture, first of all, the prospect is going to be having a lot of anxiety. Oh, I just bought this thing. Did I make a mistake? Are they going to rip me off? Is it going to work? Am I on the right page even, or whatever? So you have to address that skepticism. Let them know they're in the right place. And it basically went through that process of taking their time to reassure the reader, get them to feel confident about where they are, and then future pace the benefits of what they've already got. And then add some intrigue saying, oh, you've just downloaded this great thing, all these great benefits coming your way, you're going to have the ultimate life. And then what the real brilliant innovation is that Jay brought his part, introduced intrigue by saying, you're going to get all this amazing changes, or will you? Or will you actually get them? And then we're just like, what? And you can actually see it on the stage. He showed the actual viewing stats, and people just so hooked all the way through like the upsell part. It's like just watching the video, and it will you because then he introduces a new problem, which is often like people not being able to take action on what they've already just bought, and then which creates a need for the new upsell product, which in this case is an automated software that does it all for them or whatever it is. So
that's interesting. So it's he kind of takes them on an emotional roller coaster. He congratulates them. He reassures them. He future paces the benefits, and then just the way their own mind would do, he introduces a few doubts.
Yeah,
and then he introduces the solution to those doubts. But it doesn't seem like he's bait and switching them.
No, it's not bait and switching them at all, because then it's just realistically painting a picture of what they're getting and fully resetting the customer from because when they've just bought, they've got a lot of anxiety. So it's just taking them through the anxiety, to shifting their state from anxiety to feeling confident and aspirational again. They think, yes, I just downloaded this great thing.
If you don't mind, that was a big chunk of what you do right after the purchase. Could you walk through it slowly? What are all the steps in what Jay Diebold did with the Credit Secrets?
Yeah, so it makes them feel safe, first of all. So, okay, you're on the right page. Everything's okay. Don't go anywhere. And then it gets them feeling excited by saying, like, you just made the best decision of your life, and then it makes them feel proud. They made the right decision, it makes them feel lucky even. And then it like future paces them, you're going to be able to get all this credit, get this great house or car or whatever it is. And then it's kind of like creates the intrigue. Like you said, it is like a roller coaster. Brings them up, paints a brilliant picture, then says, you're going to get all this amazing stuff, or will you? So then the intrigue is created. And then it's like, most people who buy info products don't even use them, which is true because most of them, I don't even use most info products I buy either. And then he says, that's why we've created the software that's going to, in this case, with a credit solution. So it's a software that's going to mail out all the credit forms for them and everything, so they don't have to do it. And you just buy the software, it'll do all the work for you. So it takes away that problem. So yeah, it's not a bait and switch. It's just a beautiful solution to what's probably going to happen of them not using the info product.
No, that's fair. So you did the same thing, right? You tried this in a couple of different projects. What did you change and what happened?
Oh, well, first of all, I tried the upsell. As soon as I found out about the upsell formula, I tried it on a weight loss product and it crushed. That's what got a 40% conversion. I was like, wait, this is legit. Yeah, and I tried a couple of other projects, crushed. And then a couple of people in my mastermind, they all tried it too, completely crushed. And we were like, whoa, this is the way to go for upsell. Slow it down.
Even though there were other people in your mastermind who said, I don't think this is going to work. I mean, maybe it'll work for Larry King, and right?
Yeah, but the big thing they doubted was because what the idea I had is I thought, okay, so this works on upsells, right? So I thought, what about just having it after people have opted in just for a lead magnet? And everyone's like, no, that's too convoluted. Like, no one's gonna sit there and listen to all that stuff about future pacing and all that, making a full statement of just opted in. It's like overkill. But I thought it would work. It's the same premise. I was feeling the same anxiety, so why wouldn't it work? So that's when I decided to try it. And yeah, a flipping crush. Like the 137% increase beating the control on a big 8-figure company's product line. So it totally smashed. So yeah.
So just to be clear, the lead magnet, it was free, right? Or they got something free, and then you start reassuring them about this free thing that they got. And what you realized that I think some of the skeptics didn't is when people get something new, they don't have a price tag in the back of their head about how much money did I just spend on this. The thing is, they're excited about what they got is new, and they're wondering, and they're probably more than anything worried about being disappointed that it's not going to work, that they're all of their hopes are going to be dashed once again with this product. And so what you saw is, wait a second, if I can take that emotion and help them manage it and get them excited about what they've just gotten for free, then they're going to be much more likely to buy the thing I wanted to sell them in the first place.
That's exactly what it is. Is that people don't get bored when someone else is talking about something you already own. Like if you just opted in for something and I'm telling you how about this amazing thing that you own, another amazing thing that you've done it's going to bring you, you're going to watch that for as long as it takes because you've already got that. You feel great. You feel like, shit, I'm clever. Sorry, I don't know if I can swear on this podcast, but you feel great. I'm clever. I've just done this amazing thing. You feel like you're up, you're winning, and you're reinforcing that. And then by taking the intrigue, by taking it from one extreme and swing it to the other way by saying, oh, you're going to get all this, or will you? It's like, what? So your readership is through the roof. Like the stats on it are amazing. Normally on upsells, it's like really high, and then there's a massive drop off. But with this, when you use this formula, the upsell, it's just crazy. It just drops like a little tiny bit at the beginning and just goes straight all the way through, all the way to the end. It's nuts.
What I really love about this is, number one, it alleviates buyer's remorse, which is something that everybody deals with, especially if they bought something that they were uncertain about in the beginning. And we're always looking for, especially right after we buy something, we're looking for excuses that we made the right decision. We're looking for someone to tell us, oh, that's dope, you made the right decision. So this does that, but then it also does the thing that a lot of copywriters try to get away from, which is addressing the doubts that people might still have. So it's not just, hey, positivity bombing, you made the right decision. It also addresses, but you might still have some doubts, and those doubts are legitimate. And instead of trying to hide from those doubts, we're going to run the full gamut of the emotions that you're going through right now. And so this is like a very much holistic approach rather than just trying. I love it. Everything I'm hearing so far, I just love what you're doing here.
Yeah, no, you mentioned a very good point because you're taking them from one extreme all the way through to the other. So it's the whole spectrum. So that is a very good point as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, could you actually, especially for this new style that you came up with for the opt-in, post opt-in copy, could you read us some of the lines and then label it for us? Say, okay, so here's where I reassure them. Here's where I future pace. Could you just
Mhm.
go through
Yeah, sure.
a few parts of the copy like that?
Yeah, sure. So the first time I used this was for selling an Omega supplement. So on the front end, the client was selling a masterclass for heart health masterclass, which is a great, by the way. If you're trying to sell like supplements on Facebook, you know you can't make any claims at all, like because you'll get your account shut down. But if you say it's a free masterclass, then you can get people on the front end and then sell supplements. Anyway, so yeah, that's what you were saying, David. So you start off saying, congratulations, you did it. You just made the best move for your heart health, for your health, heart, and happiness, and you don't even know it. So there you just congratulated them. You're going up now. You say, in just a few short weeks, your life is about to go from lifeless and unenergetic to bursting with energy, power, passion, and vitality. As all the blood flow that's been struggling to get to your heart starts pumping like a raging river, bringing back the vitality, joy, and stamina you had 10 to 15 years ago, revitalizing the look of your skin, hair, and nails, and restoring real health back to your body so you can get off medications, feel happier, knowing you're going to be around a long time to enjoy your family and friends and live a glorious, wonderful life and feel so much happier and more content. It will feel like a dream, but it will be a dream you never wake up from. The amazing Heart Health Masterclass will be the greatest turning point of your life. It can bring back all your youthful energy, bring love, fun, and exciting good times back to your home, ensure great health for the future, and you'll feel so much younger and more energetic too. Yes, that's life when you follow the principles in the Heart Health Masterclass. You will have all the endless energy and stamina of your 20-year-old self, and you'll love it. Wait, so now we've up there, we've brought the whole spectrum of the positive side. Here's the intrigue. Oh, will you? Maybe you'll have none of it. Everything gets dark and nasty, and the clouds start appearing in the sky. Maybe this is just a dream after all. Maybe you'll stay a prisoner to heart constriction and sluggish blood flow. Maybe you'll continue to get puffed out walking up the stairs, have flaky, dry skin, and deal with poor energy and low moods that makes you just want to sit down and watch TV all day. Maybe your blood pressure continues to rise and your doctor puts you on even more drugs. Maybe, like my dad, the inflammation gets so bad you even lose your hearing or your eyesight. So, yeah, so that's basically we're taking them to the flipping lowest of the lows now. So it's like, what? If you were sitting there like they're watching a drama show right now, people, what the hell is going on? Yeah. So then it goes to say, the reason why explains the reason why they won't not get the result. It's because they might not take action on the masterclass because most people don't use info products. So you can bring up all the stats. 75% of people, info buyers, not even using the blooming thing they opted in for. And then you can say that's the reason why you created this supplement. Because then all they have to do is take it and they'll get the improved blood flow that they've opted in to get. But that's the formula. It's just a condensed down version of what worked in the upsell, just so it works for the people who opt in for your lead magnet.
That's brilliant. I mean, it's not unproven. It's just like very few people, or maybe nobody, was ever using it right after a lead magnet.
Yeah, no,
That's
I'm the only one. I'm pretty much only my clients, and well, obviously people are going to know about it now. But yeah,
I recently went through a ClickBank funnel right now that is just killing it. And I was like, okay, I'm going to buy this product just because I want to see what all the hype is about. And they did the exact same thing on their upsell. It was
okay.
buy this product and you're going to get these amazing results. And then, so I bought the product and it goes through and it's like, you're going to get this result. You're going to get this result. You're going to get this result. And then it jumps immediately after that into, but you only bought 30 days worth and the results won't stick if you only do it for 30 days. And if you really want to see long lasting results, you need to do it for at least 90 days. So triple your order now for 25% off. And I was just like, as you were explaining this, I was like, oh, that's exactly what they did. And it's one of the best ClickBank offers right now, the highest converting. And on the upsell is where they're really making all their money and they're using this exact same formula.
Yeah.
That's really good. Well, while we still have a little time, why don't you remind us about your book, 10 Magic Words, and tell us how we can get it?
Yes. So if you want any more copyright information from me, I can get my book. It's called The Magic Word Method. It basically contains everything I've learned over the 19 years about creating ads that beat controls, basically. If you're a business owner, it breaks down you'll be able to Once you learn the 10 magic words, you'll be able to look at any promo a copywriter ever gives you and know if it's going to work or not within 60 seconds. You can just look through it, take a little checklist, say, okay, it's got that word, that word, that word, that word, that word. This is going to work. If it's got all 10 magic words, it's practically going to work. If it hasn't got any of them, then it ain't got no chance of working. So you can save yourself thousands in wasted ad spend. And if you want to know the easiest way to be in control, it shows you that through the book. There's loads of examples and stuff. You get it today, $4.99, and you get like 8 bonuses with it worth over $296. And so, yeah, it's kind of cool.
$4.99. That's not $499. That's $4.99.
Oh, that's $4.99. Thank you for correcting me, David. Yeah, so the bargain.
Because I've sold products for $4.97. So yeah, no, that's okay, but no, that's good. It's good of you to share like that. And if people want to get in touch with you, email address?
Yes, that's Jason at 10magicwords.com. Nathan, can we put like a little like a screen, like a text screen of that? Yeah,
we'll make sure to have it. We'll make sure to have it in the show notes. I feel like after I go and buy your book, I'm gonna hit a landing page that's like, you're gonna have all the great sales, but
oh, will you? Maybe you'll have none of it.
Jason, thank you so much for coming back on, man. One more time before we're out of here, where can people go if they want to check out your book?
Yes, we go to www.10magicwords.com/book.
All right. And we will have that in the show notes. And if you want to contact Jason, we'll have his contact information there as well. Anything else, gentlemen, before we're out of here?
No, thank you, Jason. This was great. And I hope everyone, if you're a copywriter, this sounds like, yeah, I knew that, but no, you didn't. If you haven't done it, you didn't know it. And moving the same thing one step earlier in the process can make all the difference in the world in terms of revenues. So great stuff.
Yeah, thank you for coming on. And listeners out there, if you enjoyed this episode, make sure that you head over to copywriterspodcast.com to get more just like this one. Make sure that you are subscribed on your favorite podcasting app. And until next time, we will catch you later.
Catch you later.
See you later.